Whether you have seedlings you've nurtured yourself, like we have here, or you're just getting back from the plant store with your new 6-packs and you're all ready to go and you're so excited you just want to get out there and start digging and putting these plants in the hole. Well, think again. Because most plants that you grow or purchase in a store have never been outside, actually. They've been grown in a greenhouse, and what we need to do is harden our plants. So Alan's bringing out the plants that we're hardening, our seedlings, right now, and we're going to go over the steps to harden them in just a minute here. Now, the reason you harden your plants is for a whole host of reasons. A lot of seedlings like these that have been grown inside haven't really been exposed to much wind. So we try to open the greenhouse door as much as possible to get them to blow around a little. This allows the stalks to get a little thicker. So the first thing you want to do as you're bringing your seedlings out into the sunlight for the first time is to put them in a place where there's not a lot of brutal wind. It's a pretty low wind day today, so we're pretty stoked. Now, if you bring your seedlings out, let me just hand this off to you. If you bring your seedlings out too early, and a lot of people experiment with this, they're going to get super shocked for a number of reasons. If you can come and look and look at the leaves here on the snowball cauliflower, they actually got burned and they started to change a different color. But the new leaf coming out, and you'll notice, is nice and green. It's not purple. It even looks much healthier than the older leaves. On these lettuces here, all of the leaves died. They got completely burned, and that's okay because the new leaves coming out are now immune to the sunburn, and in this lettuce too. So all of these plants we put out to shock them, including the chard, and you can see that they got shocked. This was one of the leaves that we put it out with, and it got burned. It's dead. But the new leaves coming out, look at how vibrant and red they are. And same with the lettuce, very crisp and vibrant. So all of these harden themselves off in, how many days would you say we've had this out here? About a week.
About a week.
So you can do the same thing and not shock your plants. These plants are all shocked. It's been down to 28 degrees and they're just shocked. So there's a better way to get your seedlings in the ground for faster maximum results. And that's what we're doing here. We're hardening these plants. And so we've started to take these out in slow steps. The way you harden is you bring it out into a slightly windy or protected area. And if you only have direct sunlight, you want to bring them out for just 1 hour the first time. And usually around 11 or 12. Maybe 10 a.m. if you're in a really sunny, hot area. And then bring them right inside. And then the next day you bring them out for 2 hours. And then you bring them inside, and the next day you bring them out for 3 hours, and you continue to bring them out every day for a few more hours until you hit 6 hours of sunlight. And then you can plant them, and they will not be shocked. And the reason is, while we're hardening them here, the first day we brought these out here and we were hardening these, they kind of like got wilted. They were completely shocked. But we brought them back inside, and they had time to recover. And what happened in the genetics of the plants is the genetics in the plants woke up to bright sunlight, and they start thickening the leaves, and they start adding protectants to the plant that can withstand the extreme UV. So now you can see we're on our 3rd day of hardening. These have actually greened up, and they look pretty darn good. What do you think, Alan?
They look awesome.
Yeah, so that's the simple way to harden. Now, let's come in here real quick. And just take a nice little tour of what we got growing in here. Oh. All right, so couple things. Let's come down to our lettuces. We had these lettuces up on a top shelf here, which wasn't getting a lot of light, so they got a little bit hit. They got a little thin and leggy, but that's fine because while we're hardening this, look what's coming out of the inside here. Shorter, stockier, more secure leaves. So we're not going to have a problem really transplanting this. If we did, we'd just eat it and then plant some more. So it's not only your seedlings you want to harden. when you're buying big potted plants that are from the nursery, those haven't been outside either, so you need to bring your trees in and out if they have leaves, or you're going to totally shock the tree. And this introduction isn't for all plants. So certain plants you can start bringing outside very early, and certain plants you can't. So let's just say that tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, these are not coming outside to be hardened until you're above freezing. But there are dozens of other crops, and just take a look over here, like beets and lettuce and kale and turnip and garlic. We can be bringing these outside as soon as the temperature gets above 20 degrees at night. And that's, you know, a huge amount of time. In our area, that gives us 3 extra months of growing before we're above freezing. So you can harden off most plants like peas and lettuce and kale and cabbage and broccoli and cauliflower very early and get them out in your garden well before the last frost, months before. But the most important thing to do is never go to the store, buy a 6-pack of plants, and put them in your garden. If you've been having trouble doing this, well, you now know why. Because what usually happens is the plants get shocked, and then animals and insects eat them because they're sick, or they just fry and wilt and die. So for maximum success, harden your plants. And we're about to put some of these babies out here. Look at this. So we're even going to start hardening our cucumbers 6 weeks before they go outside. And that's because we're developing some hoop houses out here, and in the next video we're going to show you how you can grow crops much earlier than you should outside. And we're going to be using just a really simple hoop house technology. So I hope you got something out of the video. Harden your crops, you'll get better results. And here you can see we've hardened these for a day. A new leaf came out last night that's greener and more vibrant than ever. So we're doing something right. If you like the information, share the video.